friends. Today we're going to make a Star Wars paper lantern in honor of Star Wars Day, which is May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. And today we will make a paper lantern. I have the Darth Vader one here. The camera does not do it justice. If I take a light and shine it under there, you can see how the paper is very translucent, but you can't see the markings in my video, but they are there to see, but I just cannot seem to capture that on the camera. I apologize. But if you think that this is a really cool craft for Star Wars Day, we're going to continue. I've got these templates here, and you can pick up your template at the library for the month of May 2021. The bags will be available with the Star Wars paper lanterns and some other Star Wars goodies to help us celebrate. Today I have the C-3PO. You can see in this I have the Darth Vader. So who knows which one you will get? We have about 5 different ones to pick from, I believe. So we're going to start by cutting out all along the outside edges. And if you notice here, we have some circles, half a circle. This is for attaching, so it's very important not to cut that off. So when we cut, do not cut the dark line here, but cut around the half circle to create the fold, and the other line is just for folding. So we're going to cut like so. Go up the sides, go up this side, and then cut around like so. And I will continue cutting and speed up the video. Okay, now that we're done cutting, you can see how I did not cut straight through here or straight through here. The lines are there for folding only. Those are not lines to be cut. And the same on here. You can also see there's one on the side here as well. Those lines are not for cutting. Those are places where we need to fold to create our square lantern. So we're going to start with a ruler that will help you score it. And just any of the lines you want to pick, we need to fold and score here, across here, and across here, across these little flaps, across this flap down the side here, and the half circle flaps as well. So I'm going to start by just putting my ruler up against one of the lines that I need to score at, and I'm just going to lift and run the back of run my finger across the back of the ruler, so you can see it scored it very nice. Maybe you don't have a little bit of a nail. I don't have great nails, but I have a little bit of one. You could run the scissors across the back, or if you had a pencil or something along that lines, something to just kind of press it up against there. So you can see by scoring it, we get a great fold. So I will continue on. Okay. And then this top one, we're going to score, and we're going to actually fold it in the opposite direction. So when we assemble it, this one will be folded out. So the others kind of go in, but this one will be kind of out. And I'm going to do my little flaps. And the long flap down the side I will score as well. Okay, so everything is folded and ready to be attached. We just need to do the same to this piece as well. But before I do score this one, I am going to cut out my C3PO heads. You can try scissors. I was able to use scissors for Darth Vader because he's kind of a pretty large shape, but there is some small parts here at the bottom of C3PO. I'm not sure how the scissors will work, and if not, I have a razor knife that I can use. But let's see if we can manage this without too much trouble with our scissors. And my scissors are just not fine enough to get in here. I am going to have to use the razor knife. Very important that you keep it intact, because that is the shape of his head, and if you cut anywhere other than where the black markings are, it's not going to look like C3PO's head anymore. Okay, I've cut around the second C3PO's head. Okay, like so. If you use fine scissors, you might be able to get in there and get the detail at the bottom, but the razor knife worked perfect. Now we will score this box as well. Okay, so all of the lines have been folded on this piece as well. And now we are going to set these aside for just a few minutes. And I'm going to take these two printouts for C3PO's head. If you notice Darth Vader's face here inside his helmet. So we're doing the same thing with C3PO. And I just have these printed out on regular photocopy paper. And in the way we are going to get them translucent so that you can see the light shine through them is we're going to take a small bit of cooking oil. I'm just using some avocado oil, but you could use another oil. In fact, I even made one and rubbed hand cream on it when I first tried it out in my office because I didn't have any cooking oil, and that worked out fine as well. It did require a bit more hand cream than I will need to use for cooking oil, but it did work in a pinch. So you want to take your paintbrush, just dip it in your oil and brush it across. Can you see the change? Is it noticeable? It's hard with the lighting. Yeah. So we're just going to continue to cover this. You don't need a ton of oil, just a little bit. And in fact, what's on the paper you can kind of rub around some more to cover the rest. That should be good enough, even though it's not completely to the edge, because it just needs to show through in the hole. So, and I'm going to take and blot it with a napkin, a tissue, whatever you have, just to get some of the excess oil off. There. Okay. And we're going to do the same with the other one for the other cutout that we have. So let's blot this one as well. There, now they're translucent, and the light will shine through them beautifully. So you just want to line it up to your cutout and just tape it in there, or you could glue it. I'm using tape because it's quick and fast and easy for the video. So once it's where you would like it to be, just add a little tape. See? And we'll do the other side as well. And you can trim the paper to fit. If I have left it too large for you, I just did a quick cut to send them off in the bags. In fact, I'm going to cut a little bit off right here so I have somewhere to tape this to, because it's a little larger than I need. And I don't have any of the paper to attach his head. Okay, so my C3PO heads are in. Now we're just going to glue all the flaps to the parts like so. So this long flap here will get glued to this side here where there's no flap, and then this side that has the flap will get glued to this side, or taped. I'm going to do tape, and the same with the upper flaps as well. So we'll start with this one onto here, and I am gluing and taping with the printed side on the inside so that I don't see any lines that I didn't cut off. Okay, so we've glued this flap to the inside, and if you'd like, you can take some glue and run it along there. That will also help hold it. It just, for the video, it's going to be a while before it dries, so it's not going to help too much for me, but for you at home, it'll be great. Okay, and now we want to, where we have this side glued here, we're going to work on the flaps at the top. And I like to start with the middle flap and then do the top flap. So I'm going to start with this one here. You can see I'm going to start with this one here, the square one, and then do the rounded one second. Need to make sure the top rectangles are bent out, and that'll glue in there nice. So see, it's starting to take shape. Okay, and I'll continue on through with this next little kind of rectangular one in the middle, and then the half circle at the top. And the little flap pieces are on the inside, so you don't see them. Okay, now I only have the very end left to do. And it can be a little tricky. The fingers have to get up inside there. And if you'd like, I do know the long flap does tend to have a little trouble, so if you want to put the glue on first before taping it down, that can be a little helpful. There, your C3PO lantern, or Darth Vader, or a stormtrooper, or whoever you may have gotten in your Star Wars bag. I hope you enjoyed the Star Wars craft we presented today, and don't forget to come in and pick up your bags during May of 2021 so that you can get the printouts. And just one quick mention that you want to make sure you use battery operated tea lights with these. They are made of paper. If you use an actual flame candle, they will catch fire, and that would not be good. So do be safe and be careful with your paper lanterns, but enjoy them and have a great day.